Yo, what is up guys, it's Fully Spacer, and today I'm going to be showing you another little mountain house I've been working on. As you can see here, I started off from a bottom and decided to work up with a nice little staircase I've been playing around with. I started out by building 3 forward and then kind of splitting out in a diagonal every so often. So every couple of blocks I went up, slowly split out in a diagonal and then kind of copied the pattern from one side to another. And then you kind of get this giant staircase. From this point onwards, I started adding in some stairs using slabs and kind of keeping it at a level where I couldn't quite go over the wall. And then I decided to add this little centerpiece in. It's more of a little fountain area, so I'm going to have this water that kind of rushes down the middle and kind of splits the staircase into 2, so you get 2 sides to go up. Perfect if you want to play with a friend, so you kind of have 2 sides to your base. You could really design the inside however you wanted. You can also keep it the way I did, and you can still kind of share with your friends while playing. It still gives you access to a nether portal and everything like that, so you don't really have to worry about that either. It just gives you plenty of room, which is always a good thing. But as you can see here, I'm just landscaping and terraforming the middle out just to get this fountain in. Now that I've got the fountain in, I fill it with water and just make sure the whole area in the middle there is looking good. Changed the blocks just to wood and then added a few cobblestone pieces around as well. Really just kind of mixes it up a bit and gives us this nice little water feature in the middle here. Then kind of went up to the top of the staircase and started working on building out the inside of this. So I actually built the stairs all the way up, added this little entrance bit on both sides, so you get 2 sides here, and then just start destroying the insides, and we'll quickly follow through and just see me clearing out the inside here. So you got this little kind of area that kind of wraps around from one side to another. So you've got one entrance and then you come around this side and you've got another one. And then I decided to clear out this middle bit and add in a massive window here, and then I'm also going to use this massive area for your bed. From the inside, obviously when you're building into a mountain, you can build as big as you like. I just kept it quite small purely because I want to keep it like a simple house that everyone can kind of build. I want to make it too complex. Obviously there's a lot inside that can be complex because I'm playing around with stairs, and getting the exact stair pattern will be very difficult. But I always start by building just normal patterns, and then once I've got the basic foundation down of the whole house, I then start playing around with patterns of stairs. So as you can see, the walls are all normal at the moment. Later on I actually add a bunch of stair patterns just to kind of really spice it up a bit, like so. And yeah, just kind of add those around the build, kind of extend it out a bit later on. But just for now, I'm going to fix up this middle part here and then add in a massive glass window. But I actually started playing around with some other ideas to see what I could add there. Later on, decided to add this glass window, and then added a gate at the bottom where the water is, so it looks like you can kind of lift it up and down. And then just played around with the mountain, cleared out some area and some space, and just really gave the best detail I could to it. But then I noticed that there was a lot of things going on, so I kind of got these leaves and mixed it over the top. It kind of hides out anything that doesn't look too right. So with all these leaves, you can kind of just cover up some bad areas, and it kind of fills in the space that you need as well. Makes things look a lot better as well, because it's going to be like it makes it look a lot overgrown and like used. Also gives it a lot more presence in the world, and looks like it's kind of very maintained and well looked after, especially because the only things that are really overgrown on the outside and everything on the inside is very clean and kept. So you can see here, I have to go back into the inside after completing the foliage on the outside. Added a nice little nether portal in the front there. Add a bit of lighting. Come up and add a few beds where we are now. And then just play around with the inside, getting all the walls down and everything. And then adding some stairs and other details to the walls, really to bring it out a bit. Then just started filling in just the basic decorations. So, you know, got barrels, trapdoors, furnaces, got 2 crafting tables, some saplings on some trapdoors, and then I actually add some bookshelves in the corners here. Then played around with a fence design, wasn't too sure on it, I think I removed part of it, but then I kind of added these armor stands. So you've got your basic essentials in the middle here, and then we head back out, and I actually punch out the left side and the right side of the wall and add some barrels in them. So you'll kind of see this design where I have some stairs and barrels. When we go over to first person, I will show you that. But as you can see here, we've got this nice little pattern. Went outside, added some lanterns, added a few trees, and then added these little stone details to the side of the build. And yeah, this is basically what your build looks like. So we'll head over to first person, and we'll continue from there. So now we're into first person. I'll show you guys what this build looks like from the inside, and just casually walk up. So if we start from here, we got our main little path area. We've got so much foliage on the outside, a bunch of leaves, we got flowers, we got trees, and then we got that obviously the massive load of vines, leaves and vines. So I've kind of combined it in this section that kind of overhangs the whole build there. Really just gives it a bit more detail and kind of hides any ugly structures that connects from the mountain to the actual build itself. So it's a good way to hide anything that doesn't look particularly great. And then we've got these pillars that kind of come up the side of the staircase here. We head up, we've got a little pattern here in the middle, little water structure that just kind of heads down from the top here. Right, if you have a look in here, we've just got this little fence gate that looks like it's kind of there to, you can kind of control the flow of the water. Obviously you can't. If you're good enough with redstone, you could definitely do that, but I haven't done that. So you can come inside here. You got a load of storage in the wall here, so you got all these barrels. You got some barrels at the top there as well. Your furnaces here, you got your crafting table there, you got 2 armor stands, so you can actually share this space with a friend if you want. Got this massive bed here with the massive little, skylight. Well, not really a skylight, but the big old window, just so you can look out. Got your nether portal here. The only thing that I would recommend is probably getting some sort of block that kind of just destroys the portal and then relights it. Otherwise, you might, unless you're not too bothered about the portal sound, but it's really small in here, nice and simple as well. So basically gives you your necessary essentials. You've got plenty of storage, you've got a place to stay, you've got your furnaces, you've got your armor stands, and you've got obviously just some books and things to add in a bit more detail, some saplings up there, some pots. You could expand this a lot bigger than I've done. This is more of a simple little starter, well, not really a starter base, but it's more simple. It could be a starter base because most things in this build are built with wood and cobble, so it wouldn't take you too long to farm up everything and get this base down, which is always good. The good thing about using just wood and cobble. So as you can see here, a lot of the design is built by using different types of stairs, slabs, and you get all these patterns in the walls. And then I've got the archway here made of just your normal logs. And then we can come back down the other side of the stairs. So obviously you could share this base with a friend, or you could just play by yourself and have this huge base. I really like the staircase, just kind of playing around with designs. I haven't really been trying to build normal staircases. I've always just trying to advance and build more things that aren't quite straight. So I've been just adding these little curves to everything, trying to get things looking a lot better. So if you see my abstract house, you can see that was very curvy and there was just a lot going on. I'm kind of just trying to make things like that. They generally stand out a lot more and just look really cool. So I added a nice split staircase to come up the middle with a water feature in it. And then obviously we're surrounded by a bunch of foliage. And yeah, I'll leave you guys with a showcase, but thank you guys for 200 subs. The support has been absolutely incredible. So all I can do is thank you guys enough. And yeah, I'll head over to the showcase. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you all soon. Peace.
It looks something like this.